You know that new Star Wars trilogy in the works from Game of Thrones showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss?
Yeah, but why do I feel a disturbance in the Force?
It's canceled.
Yeah, that's it.
Deadline broke the news that Benioff and Weiss won't be moving forward with their series of Star Wars movies that were originally announced in 2018. Apparently, the creators were too busy, and in a statement, they explained, quote, "There are only so many hours in the day. We felt we could not do justice to both Star Wars and our Netflix projects, so we are regretfully stepping away."
They're of course referring to the big deal they signed with Netflix to make new shows and movies for the streaming giant, which THR reports was to the tune of $200 million. Obviously, Disney is about to release their own streaming service, Disney+, which is a direct competitor to Netflix.
Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy commented on their exit, saying, quote, "David Benioff and Dan Weiss are incredible storytellers. We hope to include them in the journey forward when they are able to step away from their busy schedule to focus on Star Wars."
You'll notice she's holding the door open for the duo to possibly return one day.
Hold the door! Hold the door!
Yeah, just like that.
Details on their now-dead trilogy were slim, with some rumors saying it was going to take place in the time of the Old Republic, thousands of years before the Skywalker saga, when there were numerous Jedi and Sith fighting for the fate of the galaxy.
But we did know their first Star Wars movie was scheduled to be released in 2022, which would have made it the first post-Skywalker saga film. No word on whether or not this departure will see Lucasfilm fill that slot with a new project.
It's worth pointing out that both The Last Jedi's Rian Johnson and Marvel's Kevin Feige still have Star Wars movies in development, so perhaps one of their projects will take that spot on the schedule.
This big exit comes at a precarious time for Benioff and Weiss. While at one point they were beloved for creating one of the most watched and talked about TV shows ever, many fans were disappointed with how they chose to close out the final season of Game of Thrones. Benioff and Weiss had their names cursed across the internet for dropping the ball. And many fans blamed their Star Wars deal for causing them to rush season 8 and end the series before HBO wanted them to.
That was never confirmed, but that perception has led to fans feeling incredibly frustrated. And now hearing that Benioff and Weiss aren't even doing their Star Wars trilogy, that has got to feel like salt in the wound.
Salt.
But that's just the tip of the fan backlash iceberg. Benioff and Weiss also canceled their panel at Comic-Con, presumably to not have to face the fans in person.
And recently they were criticized after a Q&A at the Austin Film Festival, where they revealed that they got the Game of Thrones gig despite not having much in the way of writing credentials or filmmaking experience. They didn't really understand the books because the scope was too big for them, and after reading fan comments made them upset, they decided to never listen to fan feedback again.
Benioff and Weiss were not the ones the fans were looking for.
So what do you make of Benioff and Weiss departing a galaxy far, far away? Let us know in the comments.
Not that they'll be reading them, but we will. And for more news from IGN Now, check out the reveal of the new Superman and Lois TV show and all the fresh details we just learned about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more IGN Now.
Hey there, do you have opinions on games, movies, TV, or other weird stuff on the internet? You can take part in our new show, Power Ranking, where you can vote on all your favorite things on the internet. Go to IGN's YouTube community tab to join this discussion. Do it now. Do it. Just go. Vote. Go vote.